Hello, welcome to my fourth session on Shakespeare. As you know that we have been giving you an introductory part and 2-3 classes now over till we need one or two classes more to enter to the text or the loom. Hope that you are preparing the brief notes and later in course of time, if you want, we are ready to give you detailed notes on this. Even after Othello taking textual class, then we will think over how to prepare beautiful essays and all that. Hope that you are okay, everybody is okay. Now don't worry about your online classes. At least me taking class as usual in the classroom activity, that you can follow me and also ask me any types of doubts when you get. My telephone number everybody knows, and email ID that you know, that you can send your all types of queries. You feel very free to me. Do not hesitate. I am ready to help you. Now today's class I plan to give you who is really Shakespeare, and before Shakespeare what was the condition of drama, and after Shakespeare what was the real condition of drama. Don't think Shakespeare is the beginner of English drama. In between Shakespeare coming, no, before that some dramatists were there. That is the area we call pre-Shakespearean drama. Pre-Shakespearean drama. That we studied really about some miracle plays, morality plays, interludes, mysteries, all these that we come across. But later, you know, that we come across a very great tragedy, what is called Gorboduc. That we studied Gorboduc as a tragedy. And Rolf Royster Doyster. Once I refer all these names earlier that we have written on the board, that you might have copied. Now remember these names, Gorboduc. In the Viva exam sometimes they will ask you which is the first tragedy ever written in English language. So all these names you have to come across, because single question may not be kept unnoticed. Why even half mark is countable? 0.1 mark is countable. So once they ask, that is a mechanism, technique that we adopt to face Viva exams like that. When they ask questions, we should answer in a bulletproof manner. Tuck, 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 tuck. Answer is that we have to give. Then they won't ask much questions. Sometimes they would ask, what is the first tragedy ever written in English? Then these names in detail. As I told you, we had very great eminent professors. I did my all programs, BA and MA, even pre-degree in Kerala Varma College, Thrissur. And I used to talk to my sons. We were lucky to have great eminent professors. I was taught by N.D. Subramaniam, a great professor at cricketer. He is on his name now. Kerala Varma College ground is named after NDS. He taught me English from the pre-degree to degree class. Later he became principal. And what is to say more? Then one husband and wife was there, Nanda Kumar and Shobha teacher. Nanda Kumar, T.N. Nanda Kumar, very great eminent professor. Anil Kumar. Then what is to say more? G.S. Ramakrishnan, such eminent teachers. Even from St. Thomas, that time used to come some visiting professors. And I had ample opportunity to attend class under Edmund Peters from St. Thomas College. See, that was, I used to say it was a very lucky time that I had my graduation and PG class under these eminent professors. We cannot easily, once I teach Othello, once I prepare notes on Shakespeare, I think or I feel that my teachers are in front of my study table. I talk to my wife, wow, I saw Nanda Kumar sir in the night in my dream. Because such influence, that is why I tell you, in the previous class I told you, Kalam says, in order to make you a powerful person, knowledge should be there. At the same time, you should be modulated by a correct person, a correct teacher. For that, Kalam says in his biography, if you want to be successful in your life, 3 things you should have. 1, that you should possess good experience. Without experience, nobody can really understand. That is why experience is the best teacher, we say. Experience is the best teacher. After experience, you should get a beautiful environment to study. Means you should select a very high standard college and a high standard educational institution. And this education institution should have highly qualified, eminent professors and teachers. Abdul Kalam says. So these 3 things, experience, good education, a good educational institution, then good teacher, will make you successful in your life. That without these 3-fold elements in the life, nobody can succeed. Abdul Kalam remarks in his biography. So in the same way, I was lucky to have a lot of professors like that. So we had ample opportunity to get so many ideas on not merely Shakespeare, but related to so many modern poets. Even T.S. Eliot, W.B. Yeats, Dylan Thomas, or W.H. Davies, a lot of modern poets have been, though people are, just like an inhibitant to face, inhibitant to search, these will be made easy by eminent professors in the college. That is the reason that I would tell you, attend the class properly, you take your own risk, you understand your power, you understand your lot of ability, then march ahead. You will be successful in the not only course, in the life experience. So once we go to Shakespeare as an exponent of modern drama, before that, eminent writers were one writer who is called Christopher Marlowe. All right, shortly we call Marlowe. All right, that you have to study. Marlowe is a great Christopher Marlowe. In the postgraduate study, you have to study one tragedy. It is written by Marlowe, Dr. Faustus. Such a beautiful ever written drama. Before Shakespeare, there were so many tragedies, even from Gorboduc as a tragedy. Marlowe became the very great tragedy writer, and Dr. Faustus was presented by him in such a way that you cannot read or stop reading or stop understanding the drama even without closing your eyes. Such a beautiful things. Even after Marlowe's presentation, Edward II, another drama written by Tamburlaine the Great, the Jew of Malta, and Dr. Faustus. All these dramas, first one is Jew of Malta, second one Dr. Faustus, then third one Tamburlaine the Great, and Edward IV. Such beautiful dramas were prevailed before Shakespeare in English language. And after reading these 4 to 5, after understanding 4 to 5 dramas, Dr. Johnson called Marlowe. Marlowe is just like a sun, and all other critics and all other books and characters are just like stars in the galaxy. Because the sun controls all the galaxy of stars, reported by our writer, critics on Shakespeare, on Marlowe. So related to the all detailed critics from the early period of 15th century to 20th century. Marlowe had attracted so many critics like Shakespeare. You know, Shakespeare's Hamlet as a great tragedy, which I would say very, very great tragedy, complicated tragedy. You know, the greatness of the book. All right, A.C. Bradley calls it the greatness of the book. Till A.C. Bradley puts it, this Hamlet as a Shakespearean tragedy has been criticized by, till date, above 50,000 writers. Look, the marvelous quality. The one textbook, one drama tragedy written by Shakespeare was criticized by more than 50,000 writers and critics till date. So you can easily understand the greatness of the beauty of the drama. No other tragedies had been criticized so far until date above 450 to 60,000 people. Every day criticism coming on Shakespeare's Hamlet. By the way, Hamlet is not a detailed study for your graduation. Once you go for post-graduation, without Hamlet, no Shakespeare is taught. So you keep in mind, my professors used to talk in the class. Once you study the syllabus, be thorough with the syllabus, all other related dramas and the related topics, you read and enjoy after the course, after the exams. I also recommend you take all the reference books and all other related stars like textbooks and dramas that you prepare, that you study and enjoy only after the exam. Till the exam, concentrate, focus your concentration on the prescribed textbooks, I would say. You make Othello by heart first. You understand who is really Desdemona. You really understand the Moor of Venice. You understand the philosophic and what is the casual activity of Iago. I am not what I am. I am not what I am, he says. Be careful. I am not what I am. I am professor, I am not what I am. I am not, I am here on the stage before you. Once you find me outside the class, I am different person. I am here in different person. In front of my students is different person. Like the Iago says, my dear Roderigo, I am not what I am. I am not what I am means what? My mind is not clear. Such philosophical thoughts, such ideas, if you are really born to be a literature-oriented student, you should understand, you should feel the real experience and the real feeling of the philosophy. Mind you, I am not what I am. Yes, like so many phrases. You cannot easily judge me what I am. That is what I am, Roderigo, I say. I am not what I am. You cannot easily judge me what I am. Because I am not what I am. In the same way, you are not you are. You are a different person. You should understand your own conscience first. Such philosophies are coming yet to in our drama. Why Desdemona was brutally killed by this man? Why Desdemona was brutally killed on the bed, strangling her to deathbed by Venice, Moor of Venice, Othello. What was the cause behind it? That is why people say, even A.C. Bradley calls it tragedy. Othello, tragedy, all the characteristics maintained. But there was a tragic flow. What flow? A.C. Bradley calls it. It is a tragedy of a handkerchief. It is a handkerchief tragedy. Because handkerchief and what is called a napkin becomes a tool of the fall of the hero there. Handkerchief, tragedy of handkerchief. On the other hand, our Iago becomes more devilish than devil, A.C. Bradley calls. He becomes more devilish than devil. On what purpose, what indignation, what type of antagonism that he had maintained towards Othello to become brutal and to kill very innocent lady like Desdemona, who was in really love with Othello, because during the first scene itself, father was mentioned, summoned there. During this time, the Duke of the land is presented. Othello and Desdemona, led by Iago and Roderigo coming there. And Desdemona presents what? My lord, Duke calling Desdemona, do you have anything to say? Is it correct that you eloped with a Moor without permission of your father? That asking, Desdemona telling straightly to father, Father, I loved you as you loved my mother, your wife. There is no other way. But as much love that you got from my mother, your wife, I should give love and care to my husband, the Moor of Venice, Othello. No other way. I should go with him. This is such a great breaking soul and heart of the father. And he loses his control. And he says, let her wish be fulfilled. No worry. But such fathers are here. Such mothers are here. These ladies and these boys do not worry about the mothers and fathers' condition of their heart. It is a heart-breaking incident. Those are brought up to 12 to 20 to 25 years. All of a sudden going with somebody and telling a philosophy, the mother you loved most, the wife loved most, the wife showed loved most to you in the same way. I should love my husband no other way but to go with him. Such a dogmatic philosophy she presents there. And Desdemona's father says, okay, let you go. Philosophies are there. My area and vision to tell you what all that writers behind Shakespeare, Marlowe, Christopher Marlowe, important 4 dramas, Jew of Malta, then Dr. Faustus, then Tamburlaine the Great, then Edward II. After Marlowe, another dramatist came, Thomas Kidd. All right. All these areas coming. All these series coming in the module number 1, related to Elizabethan drama, related to Elizabethan dramatic presentation, you have to refer. But I would say this is more than enough for an introductory part to Shakespeare. In the part of the YY exam, they may ask you some simple questions. We are ready to answer. So Thomas Kidd, he concentrated on Spanish tragedy. All right, Spanish. All right, tragedy. All right. Greek tragedies were there, Roman tragedies were there. Thomas Kidd planned another, Spanish tragedy. Before that, they have the intellectual part of the drama investigate what is called elaboratively taken by a group of writers called university wits. And Thomas Kidd, Marlowe were members of this university wits as a group. It was a group of writers. Their technical name is called university wits. So some other people were there. Nash was there, Lilly was there, Green was there. They took some dramatic concepts like horror themes, crimes, motive of revenge, everything. All these because all these areas related to intellectual explosion. Where there is intellectual explosion, there will be somewhat technique applied by the writers which would attract the attention of the audience, because audience pleasure is granted. If there is no pleasure granted to audience would never come back. and audience is the primary. Just like teachers wanted students in the class. Students are important. Students are important in education institution, not teachers. Like that, audience is important. Audience is important for the drama, and these audience are connected by the people that all these people wanted audience presence. After Shakespeare, we got another. So after Marlowe, Thomas Kidd, Spanish tragedy and university with the king, then automatically our Shakespeare appear in the middle. After that you got all right, Benjamin Johnson, Ben Jonson. Another one is Ben Jonson. All right, you have to keep in mind Ben Jonson. Then Beaumont and Fletcher, group of Beaumont and Fletcher. All right, Fletcher, Beaumont and Fletcher, two people. Webster, very good dramatist, Webster. All right, Webster dramatist. Then Haywood, another one is Haywood dramatist. So these are the famous dramatists ever appeared in between Shakespeare, predecessors, successors. All these created a great world of dramas. Now the dramas on Shakespeare that has happened, some important areas. All right, that once you approach dramas on Shakespeare, you have to keep his presentation. We have some ideas related to his publication. His publications are two-folded areas. One is quarto and folios. Keep in mind all these quartos and folios. Publication. How publications happened? All right, one is quartos. Quartos. Second one is folios. Quartos and folios. Quartos and folios. What are they? Really published not in usual way. You can copy down the point. I need not write everything on the board. You can follow me. First point, his dramas were not really published during his time. It is written after Shakespeare's death. After 7 years of Shakespeare's death, the real publication happened. So during this time, there were two types of publications. One is called quarto type, one is folio type. Quarto type, you know, quart size of the paper. So it was manuscripts was given to company, and the dramatic the real script was given to a company, and the company is the real owner. What is the company? Globe Company, Curtain Company. All these what we told, dramatic theatre company. Theatre company really possess the manuscript, the script of the drama. And some intelligent people, once their characters talking on the stage, some people will be writing in the notebook, or what you call in their own way, and will present it. So after listening from the actual presentation, some people will scribble down or write down, copy down, then later publish. Such a type of publication is called quartos. Some themes are given to the earlier editions were printed. They were published in quarto size and called. They are inaccurate. What they write is only what they listen, because it is presented and reproduced by the audience. So many of them were inaccurate. Many of them were not real. Then later is called, some people call pirated editions. just like pirated CD. They collected pirated editions, not real edition. Some words will be missing. They were written. Then after that, regular edition, good quartos came. Good quartos were allowed not. Shakespeare did not read his books. All plays were published for the first time. That you can copy down. 1623. All his dramas were for the first time published after 7 years of his death. After 7 years, all his dramas were published. That was the year 1623. They were in size folio. This volume, we have 36 plays. I referred last day. There is a still criticism going on, difference of opinion. He had written 37 plays. Majority critics decide 37 plays are there. But the last play, Pericles, was not really written by Shakespeare, some people say. Some people say it was only half part written by Shakespeare. So generally some critics call only 36 plays, but 37 plays are included. So all these were published on the first time 1623, means what? In 17th century. So that is the area of publication. What we refer, class, then quartos and folios. After that, we usually come to the classification. Which area you need very much important. Classification of plays, or the division, all right, segregation, classification, all right, of dramas, all right, classification of dramas. How many types of classification? We have 5 types. We have 5 types. One is comedy. All right, that you have to copy down. Comedy. Second one, tragedy. All right, first one, comedy, then tragedy, then 3 romances. Romances. 4, we have history plays. History plays. Then 5th one, history plays. Then Roman plays, history plays and Roman plays. Roman plays. All right, this romance and Roman plays different. This romance is related to love. All right, so these are the 5 important categories. Among his 37 plays are classified into 5 sections. One is comedy, tragedy, romances, history plays and Roman plays. Othello belongs to tragedy, about which we will talk of very much in future. Comedy, romances, history, Roman plays you have to refer. For the time being, I will refer some books under this head. Comedies, you may copy down. 5 important comedies are there. 1, Midsummer Night's Dream, a very quite beautiful drama. Second one, As You Like It, very simple. Definitely this comedy you will have to study in PG class. Then third one, Twelfth Night. Twelfth Night, where our Duke Orsino, then Olivia appearing, lot of beautiful Cesario, beautiful character coming. So then even Duke Orsino says a lot of philosophical thoughts and pun on the word, allegories, lot of things. Even says, all right, one character is there, Sir Toby Belch, a beautiful. Sometimes in certain dramas, Shakespeare would present some foolish characters like Sir Toby Belch. He is almost a sir, but he becomes a drunkard. But he openly remarks, don't teach which side of the bread is to be buttered. I am Sir Toby Belch. I will drink alcohol as long as I have a hole in my throat. He says, look, such a philosophy, because everybody knows that Sir Toby is a drunkard. He says, then Merchant of Venice, that you studied, our Shylock, Measure for Measure, such beautiful fire comedies. In tragedies, important tragedies we call for Hamlet, important you will study in PG class. Othello you will study in our class. King Lear, very important. Macbeth. Then four important one: Hamlet, Othello, King Lear, Macbeth. Then romances, romantic, just like romantic stories, love stories, like the Tempest, where Miranda appearing is a beautiful goddess like a lady. Prospero, all right, beautiful character, Prospero appearing. And I would recommend you, once you get a chance, you should read all the stories of Shakespeare written. Then only you will get much power to face all the challenges in Shakespeare as a dramatist. The Tempest, Winter's Tale, and Cymbeline, romance play, Cymbeline, very beautiful story, which is a realistic story ever happened. That Cymbeline character, just like Desdemona, just like our Jessica, just like our heroine, here also one heroine is the Imogen. What a beautiful presentation of the philosophy written by Shakespeare there you will find. After romances, you will go to history plays. You will get Richard II, III, Henry IV, V, and VIII. All these are very important history plays. Then Roman plays, taken from Roman history. Roman plays, last one, Roman plays. Julius Caesar, Antony and Cleopatra, then Coriolanus. All these are important one. Out of 37, I mean, out of 37, all these are at least, as a graduate student, you have to keep in your pocket such comedies, 5 tragedies, 4 romance, 3 history, 5 romantic Roman play, at least 3 in your pocket. As far as once anybody asking, you should remember these are the comedy, these are the tragedy, these are the history play, as like. Okay, this is the second folio. After that day, 1632, second folio appeared. After that, 1632. Then after that, 1663. Once 1623, after that 1632, after that 1663, 4th edition, 1685. All these plays you have to at least go through the abridged form. I would never recommend you to go through the whole lines of Shakespeare. Although you should get, but all other dramas, at least you can go through. Charles Lamb has written a beautiful Tales from Shakespeare that you can refer, a beautiful book, Tales from Shakespeare. Almost all plays, summary, short story given there by Charles Lamb. That you can come across. All other books available in the market, at least you can read and enjoy. This is the basic foundation of our Shakespeare. Now in the next class, we will go to what is the real characteristics of tragedy, real characteristics of comedy, characteristics of romances, characteristics of history, characteristics of Roman plays. You have to find yourself points. But I will refer in particular tragedy, because Othello is a tragedy and we have to focus our concentration on tragedy, on what all the characteristics of tragedy that I will teach you. With these characteristics of tragedy, we will slowly enter to Othello, then the textbook, line by line, we will teach you. Then we will enjoy rock Othello in our class. Till that moment, goodbye.